What is going on? YouTube, Spotify. Is it Spotify?
Spotify, Facebook, everywhere.
Everywhere. Hey guys, it's Byrd Mena, and I'm here with my co-host Aaron Flick on the Off the Top podcast. It's been a long time. This is season 2. Aaron, speak to me.
Season 2, man. It has been forever since we've seen each other and been kind of connecting. Byrd, you're older. You've moved. I
Yes.
still look as young as ever, but it's been a long time since we've been connecting here, and we got a new format for this year.
For sure, for sure. I am older. I turned 30.
Holy smokes!
Oh, snap. And we do have a new concept that we got going on here, as you can see. And I think with this new concept, it opens up a whole nother world. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I think pun intended. Like literally, this gives us an opportunity to talk with educators, artists, whoever it is across the globe. And then also, the other benefit of doing this is being able to we want to try to do this as a live stream at some point. So to be able to talk to you guys in real time and answer questions and get questions straight to the artists that we interview in real time. So I'm excited for this format. The only thing that's going to kind of suck is my tan's going away. I don't get to go to Orlando to work on this. So you're going to
I
see the
know.
same pasty color every time.
Well, we'll figure something out there. Speaking of tan, it is getting hot here in Orlando. We will miss you at the studio, having you fly in. But with this concept, now we're able to speak to everyone around the world, and not only wall artists, but those artists that are supporting us and listening to us ever since season 1.
Yeah, absolutely. And Byrd, for this episode, we got a lot to cover because, like you said, we haven't talked in a hot minute,
It's been a
and
long
we got a
time.
lot to cover. There's a lot of wall news. I got a lot of props here, so I think we can take a dive right into it.
Let's do it.
Um,
Let's do it. So if you're listening in right now, thank you so much for supporting us, supporting Wahl Professional, the Wahl family, the Wahl products, and us, the hosts, myself, Byrd Mena, and Aaron Flick. Let's jump right into the first things we've got to update the community. Talk to me,
yeah,
Aaron.
my first little prop here. We never talked about this product launch on the podcast. Vanish.
The Vanish.
Five-star
No.
Vanish shaver. So this is a big deal for us. There's a lot of innovation into it. I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with like the 5-star shaper or like the finale. Man, this thing is a huge upgrade over that. You can see here, we even upgraded the plastic top, but what's nice with the Vanish, it's got a longer battery life. It's got a stronger motor. The real difference maker though is in the tops. These foils, individual, they just pop right on out.
Love
It's so easy. Aaron can do it, but they pop right on out. So it's easy. You can rotate them, or say you've been using it for 6 months or so, and you finally poked a hole in one, like you can just replace it with another one. So we're trying to make things more efficient for everyone. You can buy the individual replacements, and it also has. I'm not sure if you can see here, but these
we
are
can see
independent
it.
cutter bars. So these independent cutter bars, they're going to make it work a lot faster, more efficiently. You're not going to get those rips and tears that you've kind of seen in the past because of how that works.
I love that. And I know that the community was asking for this for many years, and we finally delivered something that, I mean, a lot of people have been speaking about it the past month since we released. So many people have purchased it. People are loving it. We're getting nothing but great feedback. I know that a lot of barbers travel as well, and it has a feature that I thought was so cool because I'm always on the go. Can you tell us a little bit about that feature?
Yeah, so I'm going to make some noise here. It's going to be loud. No one
Let's
likes
do
to
it.
hear a shaver on the thing. So it has a travel lock feature. You hold it for about 3 seconds, and then it locks it in. So then when you're Byrd Mena and you're traveling to Spain and you want your shaper with you, you can travel with this on the go. So you don't have to worry about it turning on and then the battery dying out on you. So it is a really, really nice feature, especially for all the barbers on the go or if you're someone that's going from barber battle to barber battle,
Right.
just take this with you. And I don't know if you noticed, we also have the fuel gauge on here. So
can you move it a little to the left?
To the left,
right there, right there.
to the left.
There you go.
So it's blinking. That means, we better charge this sucker soon. But the fuel gauge will kind of help you. Everyone wants to know more, like, when is this going to die? What's my battery life look like? So you can see it's got the 3 tiers here. So if it's all the way lit up, you're good. You're good as golden. If it's 2, then you're at about 67%. And if you have 1, you're at about 33%. Then obviously flashing, you got about 5-10 minutes, and then get it on the charger. But it's a nice little feature, upgrading the technology. I don't know. It's a big deal. Have you used this Vanish shaver on your face?
Yes, I have used it. And to be honest, I have a lot of like sensitive skin. My skin is very, very sensitive. But with the Vanish, it's been great. I actually, to be honest, completely transparent with you and everyone watching, I stopped using foil shavers on my face for many years. Like, I just used the detailer. Yep. And I would just leave it like that because I was just thinking, I can't do it anymore. But this is the first shaver that doesn't bother my skin, and it's like, I don't know, it's crazy to me, but I love it.
So good.
I feel like I could finally shave my face again, so it's great.
It feels so good. Oh, I got one last prop for you on the Vanish shaver.
Okay.
This is a flex. This is an Aaron flex. I got my first patent.
What? I was gonna lead to something like that. I heard. Tell me a little bit about it. You got a first patent, and you were a part of the Vanish, huh?
Yeah, which this patent I get no money off of it, but it's really cool. I get a cool plaque. That's what I get for it. So the patent's design patent, finger grooves on the back. So this thing is not only a good performing tool, but man, it fits good in the palm of your hand. It's a little bit sleeker than what you're used to with like the Finale or 5-star shaver, and it's got the finger grooves in the back, so nice and comfortable. So yeah, a little flex from Aaron there, but my first
you deserve it. I think you deserve it. I think that's a huge goal to accomplish. So shout out to Aaron on that. I mean, I would love to have a patent that I've done before. That'd be cool. Maybe in the future. So yeah, 5-star Vanish. It's actually started. So it's obviously been in the States for a couple months now. It actually started to hit stores internationally. So I know the UK has it now. I believe Europe has it now. Latin America, if they don't have it, they're getting it very, very soon. It's $129 full retail in the US. So pick it up. I don't know. Try it out for yourself. I'm telling you, it's the best shaver I've ever used. And I know I'm a little bit biased, but I'm really excited about it, and I think it's a great product for us. So pretty dope. 100%. So if you do get it, make sure you comment down below. Let us know, hey, I just got it after watching the podcast. Or if you're listening in, let us know as well. All right, I know you have a lot in store for me, so I figured we move on. One little thing on the Vanish. I also love something simple, but I love the colors. I love black, something nice, clean, sleek, black with the blue lights. It just looks powerful,
Yeah, it looks powerful. It feels powerful. It is pretty sharp. Yeah, I agree with you there. Another thing about the Vanish, we can talk about another new product that we launched.
Okay, we were talking about powerful, right? The word powerful. Is there anything that goes along with the next product?
I think you're talking about the power station.
Yes, the power station. I can't believe
we're changing the charging game here with the power station, the Wahl Professional power station. You can see it has 3 inserts here: clipper, trimmer, and shaver. But wait, there's more. There's actually 6 inserts that come with it, so you can charge. There's 3 clipper inserts, 2 trimmer inserts, and 1 for your Vanish shaver. I actually have a model here in front of me. I have the real deal here. So if you have the whole gold lineup, it all fits in here perfectly. What's nice though is, again, you can kind of customize. Let me take these pieces out. You can customize. All you do is you just take a piece out, and if you want to put the clipper one in, the trimmer one in, whatever it is, just pop it back in, and then it sits on your stand. So this is pretty dope. This is one of the best inventions I've seen come from Wahl. And I think it fits a real need. You know, it really fills a real issue that we've seen out in the market. You can charge 3 tools at the rate of 1 here, which is pretty incredible. So you can charge, it's not going to be slow. So there's other charging stations, machines, whatever you want to call it out there that, yeah, you can charge, 4 or 5 things, but it's such a slow charge. This thing charges fast. So three tools all charge at the rate of 1. Again, if you want to charge all clippers, if you want to charge 2 of your trimmers, shaver, whatever it is, you can mix and match. So you got endless possibilities there. It's also nice is on the bottom here. This is really hard to do on camera. On the bottom here, this is where you plug in. It's USB-C cord.
Right.
You can push this flush against the wall. So you save an incredible amount of space, which we all know like space is essential and it's crucial on the barber station. So you can save a lot of space. And a nice little nugget here. You can see on the side there's another USB-C outlet. You charge your phone or your client's phone or a mobile payment. If you use Booksy, you can light that up there, whatever it is. So this is the real deal. And there's some really cool innovation here. I can't gush about this thing enough. It's pretty awesome.
Well, I got to tell you, once we started showing it off on social media, we actually started to upload, and you know about this, we started to upload it a bit earlier before it released, and the amount of people, not only in the US, but globally, that were dying to get their hands on this was incredible. And for me, I'm not cutting hair anymore, but I wish I had this. I just shave my own face and I'll do like content creation at times. And it's just, I literally put all my charge stations like back in the box, and I just have the power station. I have 2 power stations. One that has all my gold tools, and then the rest have like my Metal Senior, my Legend, and it has my other detailer. So
yeah, so that's a great point, Byrd. The other thing is that this will fit all 5-volt cord tools, which means any Wahl tool that you have that has that gray tip charger will fit in this unit. So like you said, the cordless Senior is going to fit in it. The all metal Senior is going to fit in it. Cordless Legend. If you have a cordless Designer, or if you have a cordless Sterling 4, that'll fit. Both detailers, the gold and the regular detailer Li, those will both fit in it. And then that Vanish shaver as well. So there's a lot of tools that fit in it, which is awesome. Again, endless possibilities. And of course, any new tool that we're coming out with, we're going to have it work with the power station.
Make sure we adapt for sure. And what is the price on the power station?
So power station is $199, and that's full retail price here in the US. It is a US only launch at the moment, and we are hoping to hit international shelves later in 2023. Supply chain's no fun, so that's kind of what the holdup is on a full international release. But trust me, it'll be worth the wait once it's out there.
Yeah. So if you're watching from another country, let us know down below. Wherever you're watching this, let us know. Hey, I can't wait for it to come to our country, and we'll keep you in the loop for sure over at the Wahlpro Instagram and Facebook pages. And just stay tuned if you're watching from another country for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So new products to pick up if you haven't already. The Vanish, the Power Station, add it to your arsenal. I mean, you're going to love them. They're both some of our most innovative releases, some of our best work that we've done on the engineering side. So I think you're really going to love the performance of both of these tools. So that was my pitch. That was my sales pitch for everyone, because that's what everyone wants to hear. That's my sales pitch. Maybe I should have had an affiliate code. If you use code Aaron's the best 10, you get.
We need that. Can we make it happen for the next episode of Off the Top? Can we please get a small discount for our lovely people that are listening in and tuning in and still supporting the Off the Top on season 2?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we can make that happen.
Let's do it. Awesome. So a lot of changes, as you can see, are happening behind the scenes for Wahl Professional, not only in the products, but also in the teams. You're going to see that we have been working on a lot of things, and you'll see and start to see little sprinkles on social media, including new members and also new educators. Aaron, this past weekend, we were in Chicago. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it, but I know the whole team was there. Talk to me about that experience and any news that might be coming from the education side.
Yeah, so we just had our entire education team in Chicago here for our global training. So they were training on 9 different cuts. We'll get to what that means in a little bit. They were training on 9 different cuts, and we also introduced our newest member, Steven Wren. So if you remember Steve Wren, aka Mr. Wren Cuts from Naperville, Illinois, he was an ambassador last year for us.
Yes.
What a talented guy, and he's a great educator. I mean,
I can't wait to meet him,
a ton of stuff from him. You can actually meet him, Byrd, in person at the ABS Chicago show in a couple weeks.
Yes, I'll be there at ABS. It's gonna, you know what? I got a little secret for you and everyone listening. And this will be my first time ever at ABS. I've never been there.
Oh, that promises to be a really good show for us. We actually have a brand new booth, brand spanking new, fresh look. No longer just the normal tables and product that you're used to. It's got a whole new fresh look, vibe, feel, whatever you want to call it. So I'm excited for it, and stop on by, say hello, meet the squad.
Yes, I'll be there, and I'm going to be there meeting also Steve Wren and some of the guys from the team as well.
Yeah, and you know, that the education training that was there, it was just, it's always good when we can get the group together, because the energy that's there is just incredible. And then to see, I mean, some of the most talented artists in the world just together, bouncing ideas off each other, kind of putting their egos aside and really just learning and growing and developing together. It's incredible. It's really, really cool to be a part of and watch. And, you know, I'm fired up. I'm fired up for the year. I know the team is, and we're going to be launching classes with distributors all throughout the year. So stay tuned for that info on social media, or if you're a Wahl insider, you'll get an email on that as well. But it was pretty sweet.
Yeah, I was a little bit sad that I missed it, but it looked amazing. And you know what is beautiful about this? Let's use Steve as an example, but I get so many DMs, and I'm sure you do as well, Aaron, on like, hey, how can I join the team? How can I get there someday? There's a lot of people that are very loyal to the brand and really support Wahl. And I feel like, you know, putting Steve there as an example, like seeing him be an ambassador and do an amazing job throughout the year, and now seeing him become one of the official educators for the team, it goes to show that, you know, when you work really hard towards your goals, and maybe that was his vision and goal to, you know, become an educator for Wahl, you know, he achieved it. So I think there's so many people here that are probably watching us, young, older, with a lot of experience, with less experience, that would love to hear a story like this, because they dream of one day working with a brand like Wahl.
Yeah, well, and speaking of that, what a great segue, Byrd. We can talk about our new ambassadors. So we actually just we did a whole application process in February. You know, we went through hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of applicants, of people looking to be a part of our family, be a part of our Wahl ambassador team, and we did it. We narrowed it down to 15. That was not a fun process.
That was difficult.
Have to not include everyone that we wanted to. We would love to have all of you, but we are excited to announce our 15 new members. Some of them you might be familiar with from last year's team, but I'm just going to go down the list.
Let's do it,
because I want to show them all some love.
For sure.
So the first one is Alejandra Camacho, aka Miss Beauty Fades. She's from El Paso, Texas. I'm excited to see what she can bring to the table for us.
Welcome to the team.
There's Andrew Brancato. aka Andrew _Biv. He's an up and coming barber up in Chelsea, Massachusetts, so the Boston area. He's definitely got a cool look and a cool vibe to him. So
Love it.
I'm interested to see how we can kind of grow together. These next two,
Hello, Andrew.
These next two, I know you're very familiar with.
Okay.
Mr. Esbebe, Carlos Negron.
Yes,
Miami, Florida. Carlos was on the team last year. He's a perfect fit for us. He applied again. We of course had to bring him back. And then this guy as well, Mr. Christian Gonzalez, aka CJ the Barber.
CJ the Barber, Texas.
And I mean, what a talent! If you look at his color work and his cutting abilities, like CJ he's on a rocket ship to who knows where, but he's doing some really great work. So we are very, very, very excited to have him on board again this year. So this next artist, Colleen Brickley. So Colleen, she's out in Utah. Man, you got to follow her.
What's her Instagram? What's Colleen's Instagram?
It's Coco Did My Hair.
Oh, yes. I remember by the Instagram. You know me, I'm always remembering by Instagram.
Coco, man, she has energy for days, and it's all positive energy. She's actually a Sport Clips regional educator, so she's got an education background, but oh my goodness, that girl has the most positive energy, and I cannot wait.
Have you met her in person?
Dude, I was supposed to meet her for a tour 2 days ago here.
I seen that she went to the headquarters.
But I was sick, so I had to have someone else give her the tour. But I think she's going to be at the Connecticut Barber Expo. I think that's in her plan. So I plan on linking up with her there. I actually think almost this entire squad is going to be there, which is awesome.
Wow, that gives me goosebumps. I'm going to be able to see everybody in person and meet some of you guys. Coco, I can't wait to meet you. Andrew as well. I can't wait to meet all the people I haven't met. It's great to connect.
So the next artist that's joining the ambassador team is Damaris Sanchez, D-Master Styles.
Okay.
She's crushing it. She's up in New Jersey. She's doing some really, really awesome things. Phenomenal barber. You can really you got to follow her on Instagram and just see her work. And she's got passion, man. She's posting nonstop, and she's got passion for the business and the industry and really trying to grow. So really excited to have her on board. This next guy I know you know well. You introduced me to him, Dom Klukas. So Dom Cut It.
Yes, Dom Cut It.
Rapid City, South Dakota. He's the real deal.
It's been beautiful to see his growth. He's been following me since like 2014, 2015. And before he was a barber. Now he owns a beautiful barbershop.
Yeah, he's a massive talent, very professional. He's doing some big things in Rapid City, South Dakota, and kind of putting that city on the map for hair cutting. So
for sure,
Dom's always put out really good content for us. So now I'm excited to see what's the next kind of step with us.
For sure.
So this next guy, Byrd, is in your backyard.
Oh, what?
Edwin Cruz. Edwin the Barber.
Edwin. I actually got my hair done by Edwin one time, man. Edwin, yes, I know Edwin. I believe Edwin owns Celebrities Barber Studio here in Orlando. And yes, a lot of growth there as well. I've been able to see the talent, the fly, like him flying around and educating and amazing content, great person. Man, you're surprising me with this list. I mean, I remember looking through the list when we had to go through the battle of picking, but this list is phenomenal now that we're sitting down relaxed in this podcast.
Yeah, but wait, man, there's more.
Oh, give me more.
Well, this next one people might be familiar with. It's Jairo Maldonado. So Jairo was on our team last year.
Yes.
Jairo, Master Style Barber.
He makes movies. He makes the guy, you gotta follow him. He makes.
I asked him to do an unboxing video of the cordless detailer, and he literally made a movie. There was a motorcycle chase scene.
With helicopters.
With helicopters, but he's a good dude. He's got a massive following, but he's talented, man. He can cut, and he's a big asset for us. So this next one, I'm really excited about because it's our first time really getting in the space. So Kikoa Tudela, aka Koa. He's out from
Ooh,
Hawaii. So we got an island
yes.
boy.
We've got an island. Nah, I won't even go there. But
He's
we've
an
got a real
island
island.
boy.
We got a real island boy, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, Koa, he's a massive, massive talent. I was excited when I saw his like application go through. If you follow him, or if you follow his barbershop, so his barbershop's The Collective. If you follow
Okay.
them on TikTok, they're really doing some big things there. But I'm excited to have someone from the islands. I don't think we really have a lot of representation of the island barbers, kind of, you know, in the social space or from companies. And
For
I think
sure.
he's going to do big things. And he's actually going to be at the CT Expo, so
Ooh,
we'll
that's a
get to meet
long
him there.
flight.
That's a long
Long
flight.
flight, but we'll see you there for sure. And we can't wait to connect with you, speak with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Next up is James Zapp. He's from your old backyard. He's from Ridgefield, Connecticut.
What?
Um,
We got Connecticut in the
we
building.
we got Connecticut in the house. So
Let's
James,
go.
he's a really strong content creator. He also does a lot of work. Beards are like his specialty, his passion when it comes to barbering. He's
Oh,
very
I remember
professional.
him. I remember.
He's a
Very
good guy.
traditional, right?
Yeah, very traditional. In fact, you probably have done an interview with him before.
Mm,
At a show. I think you get talked to a lot at shows, but
okay.
James is a good guy. We've been talking with him for a couple of years now, so I'm excited to have him, you know, back into the program here.
Me
So
too.
this next one,
Oh my God, we're still going, huh?
dude, we got 4 more.
Okay, let's do it.
This next one you're very familiar with, Miss
Okay.
Lane Meredith, aka Lane
Oh,
Meredith Cherry. Dude, she's awesome.
super talent. I actually invited her to come to my show, to Rise of Hair. I really want her to be one of the main artists for the show. I think that she is so talented. I mean, I want this whole ambassador list to come to my show, but I mean, yes, her work is phenomenal, very creative, insane.
Yeah, Lane's the best. And for those who aren't familiar with her, a lot of color, a lot of gender neutral hair cutting,
Yes.
hair is hair. She's just got an incredible aesthetic and vibe. Her color work is incredible. Her personality is awesome. Like, she's a great fit for us. She was on the team last year. Excited to
Super
have her back
creative.
this year.
Is she in Arizona or am I wrong?
Yep, she's in Phoenix.
Oh yeah,
So this
phenomenal.
next one, we got a guy out in LA area now, Omar Cruz, aka Jock Blends.
Shout out
You
Jock
gotta follow
Blends.
him on TikTok.
I
He's
will.
huge.
Let's
He's
do it right
got
now. I'm
he's
gonna do it
over
right
like
now on the Off the
300.
Top podcast.
Yeah, do it live. Prove it.
Let's do it.
He's got over 300,000 followers on TikTok. Like, he's really blowing up in that space.
Okay.
He's got that figured out. He's got that platform figured out, and he gives a lot of tutorials on how he does his cuts and fades. And for us to get Wahl tools in his hands, he's a young guy. I think he's under 25, so he's a
Wow.
young up and coming talent, and that's someone that we really wanted to reach out to and kind of help grow and move along with his journey. So he's a real deal.
I just followed him.
So now he's at 300,001.
Let's go.
And we got 2 more. So the next one is Omar Barber Diaz. He's up in Massachusetts. He's a Puerto Rican barber. Man, can that guy cut? And he's got some really high level photography as well.
Nice.
He's going to be a really good fit for us, especially as we're trying to connect more and more with the Hispanic market. I think
For sure.
guys like Omar and Jairo and Edwin and Damaris, like these are talents that we really want to lean on to be our authentic selves and really reach out to the community. So I'm excited to see what Omar has in store for us.
He's been
Man, can that
supporting
guy
us for many years.
Yes.
Many years.
So his persistence is
Appreciate
starting
you.
to pay off. And
No.
last but not least,
Okay.
TJ Malvo. He was on our team last year. He's from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He's awesome. TJ's the man. Anytime I need a favor from anyone, TJ is exactly who I go to. It's really cool about some of the work that TJ does in his barbershop and outside of his barbershop is he works a lot with like local sports teams, colleges. So in Baton Rouge, they host a lot of national championships, Final Fours, all that. And he and his team actually cut up all these people. So we've had a lot of content created with it. And I know a lot of people want to work with athletes and they want to work with celebrities. So TJ is kind of on the ground floor and working with all these people. So it's pretty cool. And he's the man. I'm so excited to have him back.
I wasn't following TJ. I'm going to follow him now.
How dare you?
I know. I'm sorry, TJ. I'm following you now. TJ, I can't wait to connect with you. Hopefully he's at the CT Barber Expo as well, or any of these upcoming events.
So those are the 15 ambassadors. That's a lot. We talked a lot about them. Congratulations to all of them. I can't wait to see our relationship grow with them, the content that they can make for us. Whether it's a movie from Hyro or it's some educational tips from someone else, like I can't wait to see what comes next from them. For
sure. I'm looking forward to that 100%. I mean, they are literally the future makers, But speaking of future makers, Aaron, talk to me. This past year, 2022, I was fortunate enough to be called to be a part of something global from Wahl Professional over in Los Angeles, California. And the word future makers is a major, major part of this. Can we shed light on that, Aaron?
Yeah, absolutely. So in November of last year, we brought 9 different educators from across the globe, Wahl educators from across the globe, to be future makers, to make the Wahl Future Maker collection. So this is the first time we've ever done this in our history. And we brought people from Malaysia, from Australia, Japan, the UK, China, Argentina, the USA, the UK. And it's a melting pot of talent. And I mean, you were there in person, so I want you to speak more about what the vibe was like there. But we're going to be rolling out different cuts and collections throughout the year. It's going to be a big theme for Wahl Clipper is kind of showing our global education team and flexing that global muscle. But please tell us about what was the Future Maker collection like in person?
The experience was one of a kind, and I always give the credit to in something like this, everyone, from the production, the camera, the videographers, to someone like Stephanie, who was leading and directing the whole project, to everyone that was behind the scenes, even the people that were helping assist, someone like Darlene. And it was just so special to see a group of people that are from all corners of life and all corners of the world come together for the first time ever and click the way that we clicked. It was like we were family. It was like we already knew each other, and we just came and we understood. No, I don't want to say this, but we kind of understood the assignment as a whole right away. We got to it. We got to the work. We created together. We laughed together. We shared moments together, and we did it all for the future makers, for the industry, to inspire the industry, to shine light to the industry, to tell a story as well. So yes, it was something that I've never experienced before, because I've done shoots, and most of the shoots I've done are usually USA based, and like I was saying, having someone all the way from Malaysia, someone all the way from Australia come and have this click on the first time ever was something special. So I do want to give a huge shout out to every single artist that was a part of it, from the ones from the US to the farthest, all the way in Australia, Malaysia, and so on, and anyone that was from there in between. But you guys did an amazing job. The stuff that we will be releasing throughout the year, and I say stuff just because I don't want to tell you every little detail, but the assets, the things that are coming are beautiful, and it takes a team, a good team, to put all of this together. So Aaron, I did miss the one last week in Chicago with the educators, but I didn't miss this one. This was something very special. It was great to be a part of, and it's a memory that I will continue to have in my life. And speaking of great memories, to see it on the front cover of Barber Evo, this was the day of the collection and shooting for the Future Makers. There's Gio, who will be live with us at the CT Barber Expo for the first time, I believe.
Yep.
And you can see some of the work here. Let me see if I can switch screens here. Let's see. Boom. You can see some of the work here. I'll show you guys just a bit, but you can get a copy from Barber Evo right there. There's some of the work from our artists from the global team. Aaron, it was something special. I can't wait to hopefully do another one, maybe for next year if possible.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's incredible to see the work that's come out of it. You talked about some of the content and the assets that have been created, and I've seen a lot of the work that's been done there. But not only, you know, we weren't going to make this a one-time thing and then just release everything. So you're going to see a lot of this stuff build throughout the year, different collections, different quarters. We're going to be looking to do a lot of in-person classes again with distributors. You can see some of these at some of the shows. You talked about Gio is coming from the Netherlands all the way to the CT Barber Expo, which would be awesome. This is great. I mean, this is a huge campaign for us. What does Simon Shaw always say, Byrd?
We are not local, we are global.
We are global. So it is incredible to showcase some of our global talent at such a high level, and really build the industry and build to the next generation. So the Future Maker collection, it's near and dear to our heart. There's a lot of hard work into it, but it's awesome. It really is. Everything that turned out from it is just incredible. And I'm pretty sure, Byrd, we should probably invite a Future Maker or two or all 9 onto the Off the Top podcast. I think that would be a good idea.
I think that sounds like an amazing idea. I think that's where we should actually start our next episodes, speaking with some of the Future Makers and how it was for them to fly all the way over to Los Angeles, California, to do a global collection, and also share a little bit about where they're from, how they became barbers, what's next for them, and so on and so forth. So in the next episodes, you will be hearing from our Future Makers and some surprises that we have in store for you guys, for sure.
I'm going to have to brush up on my Spanish, my Dutch, my Japanese.
Everything.
I don't know. Actually, most of them speak English, which will help our cause. But there's some incredible stories from these artists as well. I mean, I know Gio's personal story will tug on the heartstrings a bit. But then there's there's such interesting characters. I mean, John Carmona, Titan Barber, he's an interesting guy. We'll definitely make sure we interview him. There's Anna Elliott out in China. Here's the only preview I'll give you. She's born in Scotland.
Yep.
She lives in China and owns multiple barbershops and doesn't speak Chinese.
Yeah,
it all makes
mind-blowing.
Sense. Yeah.
That is amazing.
We're going to have her make it make sense.
Right? Well, I'll tell you one thing. I did connect also while we were there at the shoot with someone that has been a part of the Wahl family for over 20 years as an educator. So that's someone that is from all the way in Argentina. Many years a part of Wahl. So that's something very, very beautiful.
Yeah, it really is. And to see people come from across the globe, and like you said, connect immediately. They understood the assignment, and it's incredible.
I love it. Well, so stay tuned, guys. This is just our warm-up here. This is our first episode, just like our first season. We had a talk, myself and Aaron. We kind of started things up. But now we're going to be getting ready to get some of the people who are supporting us to get on this podcast with us, on the Off the Top podcast, and also some of our Future Makers to be on it. So make sure you stay tuned on that. And I think to finalize this episode, it's only right, since it's the first episode of season 2, that we end it with something very, very, very special that is coming up very soon, and I'm very excited to be a part of. I've been just throwing everything to Aaron, so that, since Aaron's at the headquarters, I want him to kind of give us the Give us what's coming up, Aaron. I'm very excited to be a part of this. This is like an honor to me. This is very special to me in my personal career, my professional, and I can't wait to fly into Chicago.
Yeah. So you're
Long
not
time.
flying to Chicago to just see me. You're coming for the grand opening of the Wahl Barber Academy.
Wow.
So we are opening up a barber college, a barber school in Chicago, Illinois. And this is our, our next step, our next evolution. We talked about education enough on this podcast, but this is our next evolution, reaching out to the students and really connecting with them more. So we are opening up our first school, our Barber Academy. It's going to be led by Denise Provenzano and her Pivot Point Academy team, which for those who are familiar in the industry, Denise is like a rock star when it comes to running schools, when it comes to running academies like this. So I know Denise and her team are just going to knock this out of the park, but it's a big deal. This is a really, really big deal. There's going to be, I think, 18 chairs there. So
wow,
a lot of students can attend there. Again, reaching the students, reaching the next generation is always important. And yeah, I can't stress how big of a deal this is. We actually have a mini grand opening event that's going to be going on the date before ABS Chicago that we're putting on, and Byrd will be there. Maybe we'll wear matching suits. I don't know, but
I was gonna wear a pink one.
All pink. We could probably wear like orange and light blue, and we could look like Dumb and Dumber together.
Oh yeah. No, I don't know. I don't know if we should do.
Nah, probably not.
We'll
Might
save
be
that.
frowned upon.
We'll save that. But I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to meet Denise. I can't wait to meet her team as well. And I mean, I'm just looking forward to something that I've been hearing about behind the scenes for some time, and it's finally coming to life. And it doesn't matter who it is, but when you have a project and you're working towards it, sometimes it takes longer. Sometimes there's ups and downs, and then when it finally comes, the time finally comes, you feel so good. So even though it's Wahl Professional doing something so big, for me is huge, and for them is massive. They're finally accomplishing something that was on that board at some point in their, right? Maybe 3-4 years ago, what's on a board?
This is a big deal. This has been a pipe dream for, I know, Lance Wall and Anne Marie, who's been with us for a while. Like, this has been a pipe dream for them. So for this to happen now is huge. And we're so excited to really connect further with the next generation, the next future makers of the industry. It's a big deal for us. And, maybe next time that we're on here, we'll have some content that we can share with you, whether it's pictures, videos, whatever it is. But I'm so stoked, and it's going to be such a big weekend for us between that and ABS Chicago. It's awesome.
So if you are in Chicago, in the Chicago area, make sure you come to the ABS show, where we will be there having a new booth, and I'll be there meeting with a lot of the new ambassadors and some of our new educators, as well as our educators from Wahl Professional here in the USA. Aside from that, the Wahl Professional Academy is finally opening, and I'll be there. I'm not sure if that's something that's open to the public, but I know that for a fact, if you want to become a barber, that's probably the place to go. Is that correct, Aaron?
Amen. Yeah, so it's a VIP guest list for the Academy, because it only can hold so many people. But
right.
For anyone that's looking to get their barber license, especially if you're in Chicago, that would help. It's a place to be, absolutely. And Byrd, I'll be at ABS too, so we can both sign autographs and shake hands with people.
Yeah, if you guys heard this podcast and then finally made it to ABS, let us know, like, hey, we watched your podcast, or we were listening to it. That way, Aaron can get his Sharpie ready for autographs, and I'll sign with a highlighter so that it doesn't, like, you could see it but not really. Well,
you would sign with a highlighter, because it's got to be a bright color.
It's got to be bright. Aaron, this was a little bit different for me. I'm sure it was a little bit different for you, but it's something that we're going to be getting used to. I'm just so used to seeing you here in front of me, even though I have to look up because you're so tall. I loved it. It was amazing talking to you here on the first episode of season 2 Off the Top podcast, and I can't wait to be able to connect with people from all around the world. It was great updating the whole community on tools, on events, on projects we've been working on. And as we continue the Off the Top podcast, we will be bringing you guys so many more updates on not only just tools, but education, how to get the best education, best tools, tips, tricks, content creation, and of course, inspiring stories from people from all around the world to keep you guys motivated, ignited, and ready for your next step in your career. Aaron, let's end it. Our first ending here. How are we going to end it?
Season 2. We're ready to roll.
Season 2. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you subscribe. Send this to your friends and family and everyone that can listen. Take care.
Thanks all.
Let's go. That was awesome.